Hello, everybody. Welcome. I'm your host, Eric Bird, here at StopStrugglingNow.com. And today, a special treat with online advertising, marketing. Of course, I got to get into the Popeyes versus Chick Fil A beef. So, we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about TubeBuddy. We're going to talk about Trip. We're going to talk about starting your business and being able to deal with marketing, advertising, doing all of it. It's a long video, so please stay tuned. So please like, subscribe, and click the bell below so you get the latest updates. Now, let's get to it. All right, welcome back. All right, we're talking about online marketing, advertising. You need to know the numbers. That helps out greatly. So what happens when you're starting out is that you just think, okay, I'm going to go sign up. What I've been telling you to do is what you should do. Go there and say, hey, get your YouTube account if you want to. Get your Instagram account and or LinkedIn account and or Snapchat account. Social media accounts, Facebook, pages, groups. These are all things that you can use to market whatever you promote, whether it's books, whether it's a product. It doesn't matter. And you can throw in Amazon and eBay as other ways to promote products as well because you can link to them. But anyhow, we're going to deal with online marketing, advertising. Notice the link or the wording in this title of this video. There's a reason that I'm about to get to later. But I'm going to talk about Popeyes versus Chick Fil A versus Trip Rides. Lots of things going on now because as you can see on the screen here, Popeyes Chicken, because of this little feud, is getting free marketing, free advertising, and they're attributing it to the Black Twitter. Not from the company itself, but from Black Twitter when somebody said, hey, you know what? Popeyes is better. Now, I've never eaten at Popeyes or Chick Fil A. So I have my reasons because I'll just tell you them. Popeyes I thought was fried chicken, fried shrimp, fried everything. And I generally don't eat fried food. And Chick Fil A, well, I knew it was like chicken. So I'm not really interested going to get Chick Fil A sandwiches. I don't even eat chicken sandwiches from anybody. Quite frankly, it doesn't matter what the brand is. I don't eat chicken sandwiches. I'll get a chicken breast at a restaurant, but I don't eat chicken sandwiches. So that's another reason I don't go to Chick Fil A. Plus, Chick Fil A is closed on Sundays, which that's their prerogative. But the one time I did try to pull into Chick Fil A, it was closed. And I thought that was weird. But anyhow, back to this little feud right here that got social media all up in a storm. There's people on each side making videos. And I'm talking about different types of videos. Some people are singing at Popeyes, doing videos, promoting the company. Some people are just standing in front with the sign. Some people are just basically showing the two differences, if there is. And I haven't really looked into it, but this is marketing 101. And Popeyes is benefiting from this tremendously. And they both have about the same amount of chains in the United States, 2,000 or thereabouts. So they're close. They're like 21, 22, or 20th or 21st in chains in America. So it's not like one has an advantage over the other. But this free advertising campaign, which is what we will call viral today, is benefiting actually both Chick Fil A and Popeyes. I went by a Popeyes, and I went by two of them actually, and there was at least 20, 30 cars in line in the drive-thru. It was crazy. So people, I guess, are waiting 20, 30 minutes to go get a Popeyes chicken sandwich. And that is remarkable in itself. Meanwhile, went by a few Chick Fil A's, and now this is only in my area, and I'm back in Cali. And they're seemingly business as usual. three, four cars in line, no big deal. So I guess we can say Popeyes, apparently it looks like is winning this battle. But let's get to the advertising aspect of this. Popeyes and Chick Fil A are benefiting from this, and they can piggyback this for weeks. This isn't going to be an endless thing. Both companies could actually put out what looks like viral videos to keep the feud going. Now that the American public is eating up into this, everybody, they can join in and benefit from this for a lot less, because now they don't have to produce commercials that they normally produce for the $10,000 to $15,000 to $20,000. They could produce nothing now, just have a handheld camera and just walk up to people on the street and produce these viral type videos and post them on their Twitter feed, post them on their Facebook page, post it on their YouTube. They are benefiting both from this. So now I'm just waiting. If I'm a smaller company who, let's say I'm ranked 75th, I would be jumping in the fray here. Unfortunately, I don't have a chain or a franchise that serves up chicken, but I would be jumping in the fray saying, hold on, wait a minute. We're better than both of them. We just don't have as many stores. And then people would start comparing them, and they would be getting free advertising. So I'm pretty sure somebody else is going to piggyback on this. So this is one of those things that you have to keep in mind when you're promoting. You never know what's going to jump off, which means that you have to be in all the places. There are lots of people on the internet who market materials, but they don't understand that a customer has to see things about 7 times before they will buy. That's the norm, actually. So when you start seeing something, think about yourself. The first time you see something, you may not buy it. You'll start researching. Then you'll find somebody else has it. Then you'll research some more. Next thing you know, you've actually looked at 3, 4, 5 things. And then if you see the ad from that same person again, it'll reinforce it, going, oh yeah, I think I'm going to buy that. But it generally takes 7. And it seems like there's always this 7 thing going on, right? So, but in this case, that's about the general gist of it. So what I'm going to talk about here is everybody thinks because stores are closing that it's all about internet marketing. And this is why people pay for Facebook ads. This is why people pay for Google. This is why people pay Facebook, Google, Yahoo, any social media site, there's going to be ads. But here's the deal. It's not really what you think, because online retail sales from e-commerce is not 40 or 50% as you would think. So here we are, roughly at 11% in 2019 is what they're estimating. That's 10%. That means there's an upside. So some of you may be sitting home saying, hey, Eric, man, I don't know if I should do this. And I'm sitting here saying, hell yeah, if you're going to be in the business or any business, you have to go online. This is at its infancy. That's what people aren't understanding. There's all these big guys out here that are marketing, and they're doing a hell of a good job, but they didn't wake up yesterday doing this. They've been doing this for 5, 10, 15 years, and now they look well polished. If you did something for 5 years straight, or 3 years straight, or 1 year straight, you'd be well polished as well. And they're putting out videos. And by the way, remember that 7 I was just mentioning? That's 7 type of things during the day. So when I post up on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook group, Facebook page, Snapchat, Pinterest, that's only 1 on each of those platforms. I'm really supposed to be posting more per day on those platforms if I really want to gain more attention, more market share. That's the only way, because my competitors are doing 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 posts per day. That could be 1 every 3 hours, 1 every 4 hours, 1 every 5 hours. And that's how you can grow whatever social media you use, or whatever website you use, every blog, podcast, whatever you want to do. That is the formula. So that's what we should all be doing in 2019 and going forward. And I'll repeat, the recession is coming, but back to this e-commerce, total retail sales in the United States. Now, this is just US, not worldwide. So worldwide, it's still probably going to almost mirror these numbers, because even think of this, not everybody has access to the internet. So as more and more people around the world gain access to the internet, that just means you have more customers that is available out there. And if you have a foothold on the internet and you have market share and people know about you and they share, which, by the way, everybody, please share these videos. I don't really say that too often, but I appreciate your support, and other people could use some help, you know. So around the world, we're going to be gaining more people online. So therefore, there's room to grow for everybody. There's billions of people that are going to be coming online. There's 7.5 billion people in the world, and only half that has access to the internet, just to give you an idea. And some are restricted. So if you live in communist countries, your internet is restricted. It doesn't even have to be communist countries. It could be a Muslim country, your internet's restricted. So over time, some of these places may go away with their bans and restrictions, and therefore you'll have new customers. Lil Nas X, used generally, went viral on there, and that's how everybody was doing their own little skits off of that song, and it just blew up. So you have to look at things as what they are. It didn't blow up on like Facebook. It didn't blow up on like Twitter. It was TikTok, who I didn't hear of until 6-7 months back. And now I have to even start thinking I am posting on TikTok, but it's kind of new to me, and I have to figure out how it works, just like you would have to do it. So do it the Stop Struggling Now way. You got to make your first step. All right? So I just want to go with this right here, and I wanted to show you this weird online advertising, internet marketing that I'm using for a title. And the reason I'm using that for a title is because most people don't understand what's going on with the internet. So you can see what it pulled up here. Like this guy Neil Patel, who works with one of the sharks from Shark Tank, has advertising thing going on. And look here, it says a paid ads. And he's talking about paid ads, but he shows up on this first page, so along with these guys, Drive High, Postcron, and of course Wikipedia. But these people, WordStream, with any of this, they're showing up. Now, if they want to show up and they're paying, like Upwork, Pinterest, InfoUSA, and Taboola, they're paying, and there's only 10 people that's actually looking for this type of headline. But when somebody clicks there, and these, whoever I click on potentially could be getting $7.79, or the advertisers. So that's how much it's going to be costing, and that's how much the advertisers have to pay to get on this page and be here. So the same thing goes true with if you're on Twitter, if you're on YouTube and you're under the partner program, which you need 1,000 subscribers before they'll allow you to get ad revenue, and could potentially get ads that are worth $7. This is why some people make more money than others. So when somebody's playing around and they're doing these doing these videos where they're just like nothing, right? They're pranks, or they're just showing people doing something foolish, but yet they'll have 50,000, 100,000 views. That may not mean they're actually making money, because what they have could be worth 5 cents, 10 cents, 0 cents for advertisers to advertise. So even if they have 50,000 views, they only make $500. Versus with this right here, if somebody had 50,000 views and somebody was going to promote on their page, you could see 50,000 at this point times $7.79. If somebody clicked on it, that's a lot more money. Now it's a bigger picture. So this is what you have to think about. Sometimes if you're thinking about making money, like on a YouTube and any other platform that you get paid for running your content. So just keep all that in mind when you're preparing. So now I'm going to go to the email marketing aspect of this, because some people say email marketing is dead. Well, it all depends on what you're trying to do, because email marketing means you can send to people from a list that people opted in because they're interested in your content and what you have to say, or what you may have to sell, or what you're trying to promote, or what you're trying to teach them. And by the way, I keep forgetting about that too. Down below, almost near the bottom, is where you can sign up for the Stop Struggling Now newsletter list. And that's been there from day one, but I usually don't mention that either. So again, my intentions for the channel is just to teach everybody things honestly, fairly, freely, and I'm not really trying to make money. But the point of the matter is, that's why I've never actually said it. But now they're sending me checks. I'm making money from this just by helping you guys out, which is unbelievable. So now I'll start sending things out to help you out even more. And yes, I will add some things that's going to cost a little bit of money, because now I want to do some bigger pictures, because people like to find out about how to get their credit better, whether it's personal or business, how to get funding. And there's a way to do it, but in order to do that, you're going to have to pay for it. I can't give you the info for free, so to speak, because if I do, it's going to take a while. And the way you have to do things is in stages, and it's like you're still going to have to get your net 30s, for instance, for business credit. Once you do that, I don't have time to sit around with 50 to 100 people or more and then call up, and people call me saying, hey, okay, I got my 30-day net and I've done it for 3 months. I would have 300-400 people calling me like every month and saying, okay, what's next? And even though I did a video, you're still going to have to go over the video again. So it's easier if I just have a platform where I could say, here, go sign up for this. And there's also representatives that'll answer the phone. And that way I'm not doing it all myself, which time then I have free to produce more videos or have my own fun. So anytime you're doing business, you don't want to be locked in 24/7, which is one of the reasons why when you start your own business from a brick and mortar location, whether it's a franchise or not, people think that I bought a business and I'm leaving out the back door while it runs itself. It doesn't run itself. You actually have to be there. And sometimes you might have to be there 14, 16, 18 hours a day, because people don't want to show up for work. They're sick. They basically won't show up, or you're missing money or missing product, and now your mind is like, oh man, I can never leave. These are the kind of things that happen when you have your own business that people don't even talk about. They make it seem like this grandiose thing that I have my own business, brick and mortar, and they're getting up to go to work. They basically bought a franchise or bought a business. They just basically bought themselves to work, because you can't just leave. Internet allows you to leave. It promotes while you're sleeping. So anyhow, back to the email. It's going to be a long video, but ladies and gentlemen, so please buckle up. Probably about another 10 minutes. So just stand by. But anyhow, the email. Everybody says it's dead, but it's not really dead, because here's the situation. It depends on your market. And as you can see here, this is what the click rate and open rate. So let's just say I send an email out, which I'll send one out in a day or two. And let's say it's 1,000 people on the list. And what will happen is 20, let's just say I'll stick with the top number here, 21%. So we'll stick with a round number. 20% of the people is going to see it and open it. Then there's going to be some links inside to take you somewhere else. Like it'll say, hey, check out the latest YouTube video. Or here's the latest tip for building your credit. Now, you can see the click rate is 2%. 2.69, 2.5, 2%. We can go down this second column list and you see it's around 2%. So when people say 2 to 3, here we got 3%, 3.6 when it's government related. Hobbies, is the highest number, which is almost 5%. So this is why people say numbers 2 to 5% is basically what somebody will open depending on if they like what they're seeing in the headlines. So when you send somebody an email, if you're trying to optimize if somebody's going to even open your email, your title and subject title is important. So you have to keep that all in mind. And keep in mind the hobbies is one of the highest ones that people will open. So if it's something that people like flying airplanes or building houses or whatever the case may be, they're going to open that heading up before almost any other heading, because you can see that almost generates a 5% click rate when somebody says it has something to do with what a person likes, which is why they're following you in the first place, which is why you can increase the 5%, because now you've narrowed down what your niche is. So if your niche is all about hobbies, now you can only imagine it's not just random. Now your people are saying, oh, this is my hobby, this is what I like. I'm going to open it. You'll have a higher than 5%. You might jump it up to 7, 8 to 10%, which is a great number. 5% is a great number. 2% is a great number. So just keep that in mind when you're marketing. It's not like you can reach 100. If you reach 100,000 people and you had a list, and let's just say 2,000 people or even open it, click on something in there, that is still a lot of people, a lot of influence. People are thinking I need 30% of the people or 20% of, you don't need anything. All you need is a few people. And then from those few people, what is dismissed oftentimes is people don't understand that there's word of mouth. This is how I have a lot of people signing up and subscribing with me and joining us, is because other people are saying, hey, have you heard of this guy? Just like people have came up to me and asked me if I heard of some other guys that are on YouTube, and I generally say no, because I only watch 3 or 4 or 5 other people because I kind of like what they have to say, but all my content is based on what I'm talking about. Has nothing to do with anybody else. So I don't really watch too many other people. So this is why you have to keep your focus and just deal with what you're trying to do. Don't try to mimic, copy, do something else from somebody else, but you can learn from other people. There's nothing wrong with that, and you can see how successful people are operating, but I'm giving you some of the steps necessary here at StopStrugglingNow.com. So, that's how we're doing it. So just keep in mind, email is not dead. And sign up and have people sign up for an email or a list or something. It doesn't have to be blatant. It could just say, hey, just like I've never been blatant about it. You could, just have people sign up. You can communicate with people that way. If your website goes down, if YouTube takes all my videos off and they take me off, then I have no way to communicate with people other than through other social media aspects. So please, down below, go to our Facebook page, go to and join. Go to the Facebook group and join. Go to Twitter, join. Go to Instagram and join. Everybody's not on every platform. Not everybody likes every platform. So that's why you, as a marketer, influencer, whatever you want to call yourself, you have to be on all these other platforms, because nobody's going to all like Pinterest, TikTok, Snapchat, looking for your content. It's just they might deal with 2 or 3 different apps and that's it, or one app for that matter. So keep all that in mind. So an email list gets you a way to send people messages that don't even bother with any of the apps. So let's go next to things that people don't understand when it comes to online marketing, is that now people just do advertisements. So when you have on your website a banner ad, you have, just like when I went to this Google over here, okay? How many of you actually would look at this over here? Say, I totally ignore this stuff because I'm not looking for a book. I'm not looking for none of this stuff. I'm looking down this list right here, and I'm trying to find if there's anything that I'm interested in on the first page. So Things like this: 5 things you must do before jumping into paid internet advertising, six types of online advertising. Those are the things I may be interested in. I'm not even paying attention to what's on the right side. And by the way, I should tell you, keywords everywhere. That's why these numbers are popping up over here. All right, so you can only see 10 people a month are looking for these type of things here. All right, but I'm going to show you something which is very interesting, because this is Google, and it looks like only 10 people a month look for something with this mixed up online advertising, internet marketing wording, which it is kind of mixed up. Doesn't make any sense. It's kind of crazy. But apparently these guys here these guys who are actually paying for it are actually targeting these 10 people. These people here are benefiting because they got to be on the first page. These are the kind of things that I know who this is, so he's done this on purpose. Postcron, they're pretty good, so they've done it on purpose. So these guys know, and look, these are 2017. These people know that for this wording, they can end up on the first page. And once I do it for YouTube, which, by the way, let's just go to videos here, because videos will have YouTube. So this is who shows up from 2014, 2016, 2018, 2016. And here it is again, Neil Patel. Okay? So, and I don't even know him from YouTube. That's the funny part. I didn't even know he had a YouTube channel, which I'm sure he does, but it didn't even dawn on me to go look for him there. I see him on social media at a different location, so that's why this is kind of funny that he shows up in the video here. But anyhow, this just proves my point. See how old all these are? And in about a week after I do this title here, I don't know, but I'm thinking I'm probably going to show up as long as I keep this title right here and add something at the end. I'll probably throw in Popeyes chicken versus Chick Fil A to add some little more flavor to this. And I should be able to be on this page under videos. So we'll see what happens, but we'll get back to that. But anyhow, back to most people. What I'm trying to say is, they ignore it. Ads among those ignored the most. This is in the USA. 18 plus. Look, online ads. 82% are ignoring these online ads. Online banner, ignoring. Online social media, 62%. These are high numbers. This is why having your own source. Well, thank you for following me here at Stop Struggling Now. I have my own audience. So then I don't have to fall into this category that you see on the screen where you have 80, 70, 50, 60% of the people are ignoring it. This is why it's so important on YouTube when YouTubers get upset that when you click the notification button, they break out a new ad, me included. I'll bust out a new video, and then YouTube does not notify all your followers or subscribers. So then it's just like falls under this category here where it's almost like they're getting ignored. And it would be nice if you had 2,000 subscribers like we do, and all 2,000 got notification that I uploaded a new video. But apparently YouTube algorithms kind of don't allow that to happen. So there's a lot of channels that are larger than my channel who 10 times as big, but yet they have 20,000 subscribers, but YouTube doesn't send them they're all 20,000 subscribers notifications. So therefore you have to be able to reach people differently, and that's why I post up on the Facebook, the Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat and all that, hoping that you guys who may not have seen the upload here, if you're at one of the other locations, you might say, oh wow, Stop Struggling Now, they have a new video, let me go check it out. So these are the kind of things you have to keep in mind when you're spending your money for ads, because some people will say, well, my ad didn't work. Well, right, because look at the percentage when you're talking about people are now ignoring ads. And online starts at around 60% and up. So 5 years ago, it was a lot easier. These numbers were lower. People wouldn't ignore them. But now, because people have seen them so often, they just kind of like tunnel vision. They just miss it. They're saying, I'm not looking for that. I'm looking for something else. So don't even pay attention to it. Think about it. When you're looking around, that's probably what happens. So here's some advice, though, right here. See? Billie Jean Marketing. I'm going to give that guy a plug. Some of you might have seen some of his ads. He always does these extravagant, cool videos to promote his company. I've seen him on Facebook most often. But nonetheless, Facebook is cheap. Instagram are cheap to run ads. So I've seen him there, and he does a hell of a job promoting his Billie Jean Marketing. And he makes them funny and entertaining and uses graphics and imagery. So once you can do all three of these, you can start gaining more people than versus just a simple word ad. You want to have some image. And if you can make it funny or entertaining, that's all the better. But you can see right here, a larger number of people will watch it, 40, 30, 19%. That if you can do the trifecta, you can get a larger number of people watching your whatever you're promoting. So I just wanted to show you one last thing, and because this is way too long. And I told you about TubeBuddy, I believe, in the last video. And if you haven't downloaded TubeBuddy, this is a free tool. This can help you grow your YouTube channel. And go to the bottom of the description and you'll see the link to YouTube, so you'll have a free subscription to YouTube. And by the way, I'm using the free one, so I'm not paying for the TubeBuddy to sign in for their pricing. I'm using the free version. The reason why I'm doing that is so I always can show you guys the real deal, because it's real in the field. I ain't trying to say, well, I'm going to pay for it and then act like I'm doing things differently than what you're doing on the free version, because not everybody's going to want to spend money to sign up for TubeBuddy. But they have this free version. The free version allows you to do the keyword explorer. So on here, and I'll hold on. Let me copy this. Let me copy this. I'll do it this way, so then you guys can see how this actually works. You load up the free version and see how I have this little icon here for the TubeBuddy, and then you scroll down and here's the keyword explorer. And by the way, let me go back from here to give some love to see TubeBuddy industry news. They actually have videos that can help you out, tools. And so now, you know, and then of course the milestones. Look here, guys, we didn't reach 2,300 subscribers. Thank you very much, and only 21 more to go to 2,400. Thank you again for your support, and share so other people can find out about what we're trying to do here. So as you can see, Keyword Explorer is right here. So all you have to do is click on it, and then whatever you do, you can just put it in. So this is what I found today when I was just playing around before I was doing this video, because I wanted to talk about online advertising, internet marketing. So I kind of just put those words in, just random, and up popped this very good. Look here. Very good. The higher you are, search volume, very good in the green. You want to be in the green over here. Search volume, green. Competition for unweighted, and I'll show you what they're trying to say for how good this keyword is to target based on search volume and competition. So this is why there's only 10 people searching for it. This is why I'll move to that video page probably, because not that many people are searching for it, and not that many people are using it to gain customers. So I'll probably end up on that page with this video, on the first page of the video. So on Google. As far as YouTube, that's a whole nother different story, but this right here is very good. And then the optimization, how well optimized top ranking videos are for the search phrase, and as you can see, I'm well off the chart. It's in the excellent range. So hardly anybody's looking for this, but when somebody does, I should be on the first page. I don't know if that's 20 videos or 30 videos, but I should be on the first page using this. But here's the funny thing. So we're there. So let's just say I put this in and add Popeyes versus I think, I don't know how to, is this what we are? Chick Fil A? Is that what they are? Or, well, anyhow, like I said, I don't need a Chick Fil A. So look what happens. It changes the algorithm because I added the Popeyes. Okay? Because now, not, and look what happens here. These two go to excellent. You know why? Because Popeyes versus Chick Fil A right now is a big topic. So when search comes up, now my video might play where people are looking for Popeyes. But as far as search volume for all of this, well, it's going to be very poor. So now I have to decide if that's the type of title that I want in there. And quite frankly, I'll drop down to, from the 79 to the 45. Why? Because the optimization strength is so excellent, because now I'm dealing with advertising, marketing, and all that, plus Popeyes and Chick Fil A. But let's do this now. So now I say, hey, I talked about Trip 2. Let's see what happens when you add Trip. Trip, look what happens. Drops you out of the whole rankings altogether, because Trip isn't really a target yet. They haven't officially started. They don't have thousands upon thousands or millions of people looking for this subject matter. So it's not registering yet because nobody's willing to pay. So you have to keep that in mind. So obviously it's not a good thing for me to add Trip into that title. So I want to stay at 45, 49, up more. And this is one of the reasons why I'm able to add additional subscribers every now and then, because people come to the channel because it's off of search volume. So a lot of people go by likes, subscribers. They use these other metrics. And what you really need to know is that has nothing to do with how much money you make on any of the platforms. Sure, on YouTube you get paid for when people click on ads, but again, a person has to watch the ad, click on ads and watch them, things like that. You have to do something. Just like down below, when I say, hey, sign up for, let's say, My Jewelers Club, and people click on there and go to My Jewelers Club to sign up, that is a affiliate link. So I get paid from that. But the YouTube algorithm won't show that I'm getting paid from that. Social Blade and other metrics that use how many subscribers you have and how many people comment on your video, that doesn't show anything about what you make in your description, or what you make from your description on Facebook, or Facebook ads, or anything on Instagram ads, or Twitter, or whatever you want to use. It doesn't do that. So that's why you can have a YouTuber who has 100,000 subscribers make 300, 500 a month, and you could have somebody that has a 500 or 1,000 subscribers make 2,000 a month, because they're reaching different target markets, and you don't know if the person's going to Facebook or Instagram and running an ad, having people come to their YouTube channel or buy products from their YouTube channel, not necessarily needing to subscribe. So all the numbers aren't exactly what they are. That's why you can't really go by other people. The big boys, they do ads. You'll know who the big boys are. Every time you come see one of my videos, at the beginning of my video and at the end of a video, generally there's going to be an ad. The big boys run ads. That's the way it is. They're selling something that's going to cost way more than what the ad costs. So anyhow, go down below, get your TubeBuddy. And this is one of the benefits of TubeBuddy, is because they have the Keyword Explorer, and you can pop in different things to how to boost your credit, for instance, right? You guys have seen that title with mine often. Some of the videos, what do I have, about 6 or 7 videos on this? If it comes up, it's taking a sweet time. But let's throw in fast. See if that changes anything. But anyhow, it's not going to come up that fast. But let's do it this way. Let me go back here. And I just want to show you other things too. Video topic planner is what the YouTube helps you for. I sometimes use it. Tag list. Okay, tags are basically now down below the description. You'll see tags, and this is how when people search, they'll find out. It'll come up on the when they search here up top. Let me get out of here. I wasn't planning on doing this, but let's just say I did stop struggling. I don't even know what's going to come up. Okay, so I Googled myself on YouTube. So this is what happens. So these come up, which is a good thing. Nobody else is coming up. That's a good thing. But on all my tags, I have Stop Struggling Now. And by the way, if you're going to do something on YouTube, the last video, how to start an LLC, for instance, I guess we might as well get into it. This is a long video, ladies and gentlemen. If you're still with me, thank you very much. But so here's one of the videos. Here goes Robert Kiyosaki, how to start an LLC. Why don't we just do something real quick? Why don't I put this right here? How to start an LLC. Why don't I do that? Let's see what we got. Here we go. Look, there's 8,100 views, people looking for this on average and up per month, looking for how to start an LLC. Look at this click rate. Somebody's $19.68. Okay? That's on Google. Google owns YouTube. I don't know what their breakdown is for when you do YouTube. But the point I'm trying to make is he's paying a certain amount to run this ad on here, and if somebody clicks here, signs up, watches this, then that's going to generate income for the YouTuber, which in this case would be me. But as you can see, that has a higher rate, so he pays more because I have how to start an LLC now, which I should have did the now, but how to start an LLC, he pays more than if it was for what we were talking about before, online marketing, advertising kind of thing, which is less, he pays less. So that's the kind of thing you got to think about sometimes when you're marketing. And this is how I get to make money. They're going to send me a check if somebody actually watches this. And Robert Kiyosaki, his book is awesome. He has a lot of great things to say. So somebody is going to come here and click on his free workshop. Somebody's going to come and watch his video or his ad. And keep in mind, just because, like right now, we see 126 views, there's actually more than that. You don't understand. Subscribers and views are not actually the same. So you see subscriber numbers, but that doesn't mean that's how many people saw the video. And 126 views does not mean that was only 126 people watched this. I have this on my StopStrugglingNow.com website, for instance, this video. So people are going to see it there. I post a video up at Twitter, so people are going to see it there. So just because you see views doesn't mean that that's the actual number. So some of you may be disheartened that you say, well, I got 5,000 subscribers. Why do I only have 500 views? In reality, you may not. So just keep all that in mind. Don't be discouraged. Just keep going. All right? And now I lost track. But anyhow, I was on the TubeBuddy giving them the love. So anyhow, I think I'm going to end this because this is way too long. I want to thank you for watching. I want to thank everybody for your support because apparently we're approaching 2,400 subscribers. And you know what's going to happen when we get to 3,000, because I didn't give away that $25 gift card. And now I'm going to have to add something else out. But what I'm going to probably add in is we're going to have Stop Struggling Now t-shirt And the first one, it's going to be nice. And of course, we're going to use nothing but good. It's going to be 50-50. It'll be cotton polyester blend. So we ain't going to use some cheap stuff. And it's not going to be cheap neither. I'm not selling it for $10. Okay, so don't think it's going to be cheap that way either. It costs for printing, it costs for shipping, it costs for all that. So it's going to cost. All right? Sometimes you prepare to make quality because you can sell it for more versus buying cheap and selling it for a lot less. Profit margins are higher when you have better quality. So enough of this. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. And please like, subscribe, and click the bell below so you get the latest updates. And it's hard out here. You know the ending. So this is why I'm doing this video. So you guys can start now. Start today. Because that recession is coming. Pay attention to that inverted yield curve. Pay attention and get yourself some of that TVIX. Pay attention and get yourself a few stocks. They're going to go down. But buy a little here, buy a little there. You don't need that much. Get some silver. Get a gram of gold. Get an ounce of silver. Some of y'all, if you'd have listened to me like 6 months ago when we did the Silver Stacker Challenge, it was 14 some dollars at that point. And there was some deals too where you could have got, what was it, 10 ounces for 150 bucks. Now those same 10 ounces, in order for you to buy it, might be 180, 190. So get yourself prepared just a little bit in case things hit the fan, and gold and silver rises when things hit the fan. And then you could actually go sell it, and if it makes yourself an extra 5, 10, 20, 30 bucks, so be it. It's extra for something you didn't have to work for. All right? So keep your head up, keep moving, and I'm out.